All right. Welcome to Results Driven by RW. Of course, I am RW. I'm excited tonight. I got some really good things I want to share with you. Hopefully, open you up, not just in your business, but also in your personal life. I'm finding out, believe it or not, most of this stuff is more mental than it is physical. Is actually now being able to get the mental game right. And then the business just kind of flows together as you get your mental right first. So we're going to go ahead and jump right in. I'm going to pull up my slides. And the first thing I'm going to let you guys know, housekeeping, take notes if you can. I believe I'm going to drop some bombshells tonight that's going to help you get to a place to where you can start shifting yourself a little bit more when it comes to not just what you're trying to accomplish, but what you're trying to get to. Also, if you can, I'm going to get you to cut your camera on if possible. I know some of you are moving and grooving, so it's okay. Totally cool with me. And then some are going to be watching this a little later. So I want to make sure that you understand that we are here. But, if I can see your smiling face, I'd love to see it. Ask questions or make comments in the chat. If you would, do me a favor, open my chat up. If you can just give your name and your business, that would be awesome. That way we can start connecting, because once again, being a part of this group, I believe, is where you make good connections that now can put you where you're trying to get to a lot further, a lot faster. All right, so let's go ahead and open up tonight. First thing I want to do, of course, is talk about some wins. I know, Dominique, we had a couple of off shot conversations, but real quick, I need you to give me one little win that you want to share with us on tonight that you can share with the group to encourage somebody.
Well, last week I lost my father last week, and I was off for a week. This week I jumped back in on Monday. I haven't caught up with all of my business, but I'm catching up, and that's a big win for me. Just being able to jump back in the game, being able to stay focused and actually get work done. It's a big deal for me in this season.
Wow, that is a huge win. That's a huge win. I mean, like, ginormous, because most people, the hardest thing is getting back up after being knocked down by life circumstances or the thing that's around our life that we cannot control or beyond our control. So kudos to you. And as you already know, been praying for you and the family, but thankful for you being in such a great place in spite of it all. So great job, great job. That's not just a small win. That's a huge, ginormous, if there's another word I might be missing, but yeah, that big. One of those type of situations. So great job in getting and staying focused, irregardless. Only thing is, now you said this, it gives others less excuses to try to use as to why they are fulfilling and chasing after their dream. Great job, great job, great job. All right, Deshaun, what you got, man? I know you got something hot off the press, man. What you got? Nice, good week's win.
Oh man, I got a huge one, man. One of my listings went under contract on Sunday. So that's huge right there. That thing's been on the market for a cool,
Beautiful.
like 3-4 months. But we got it. And we got a pretty good offer too. So it's a win-win.
Oh man, well, sounds like that's a good win. You know what? When you start getting those offers accepted, I mean, that makes a whole big difference. So I'm with you on that, big dog. How long you said was sitting on the market?
3-4 months.
Oh my goodness, yeah. That's a door opportunity right there knocking. That's what I'm talking about. You know what? I forgot to tell you. I'll tell you this later. But yes, yeah, that's good, man. That's excellent. Glad to hear that, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, man. Well, let's move on a little further here, guys, on tonight. Remind you about my special offer, because you guys know that I am now an author. And once again, big shout out to Delshana. If you guys have not taken advantage of her to write your ebook, How to Slap You, you want to make sure you get what you have in your head on paper, get it in the hands of somebody that can take it and make it what you need it to be. Because I promise you, as you're going forth, this just becomes another tool in your pocket. And also, too, remind yourself that you are already doing something. There are many of you that are doing things already that really you can write out 10 steps to do, 10 steps to do, or 5 steps to do. And whatever those steps would be, that now becomes something that now you can put out there that will generate income without you having to go after it. So for me, I'm looking at my numbers. As my numbers are going, it's good to have another source of passive income and to be able to help people at the same time by putting out something that's already within your head. So right now, real quick, I'm gonna mess with some of you. What's something you can do that you're doing that you can write 5 steps to? Dominic, what's one thing you can do 5 steps to do what?
I could do 5 steps to being a virtual admin. I could do that like right now.
Okay. Okay. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Deshaun, how about you, man? What could you do? Is it 5 steps to do what?
Man, 5 steps to get in shape, 5 steps to build any body part, 5 steps to buy a house, 5 steps to analyze an investment property. I got a whole bunch of steppers, man. I got a whole bunch of steppers. We got the Timberlands on.
Man, just that quick, man. You got a whole bunch of ebooks. And the key being, guys, ebooks. And I think, Deshaun, your it's in and out. It might be mine. Is my internet or yours?
I think it's mine. It's been doing this since this morning.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, cool. I'm sorry, I missed the part you were going in, but someone get a list of things that you can actually do an ebook or a how-to book in a small format that now you could put out there that people can learn how to do what you did just that quick. And you can actually start getting, like right now, I'm not telling people when they come to me, oh man, I'm trying to get a new business started. Oh, beautiful. Man, you need to get my book, 10 steps. It'll show you how to go from 0 to new business in 30 days. It's huge. It becomes a talking piece and it becomes a way for you to profit from your knowledge you already have. We are in the knowledge industry, guys, so that's what people are paying for. So don't be afraid to put that stuff out there. And if you can, see my girl Darshana, put your ideas down and I promise you, she'll help you put them together and make it work. There's no way on God's green earth that I should be an author because I'm just not good with that kind of stuff. But she made me look good. So anyway, I'm throwing it out there. Rob, come on. I know Rob is on tonight. I don't know how busy you are. I know you might be working and weaving about it. But what's 5 steps to what?
Oh man, 5 steps to
Being a
building a
champion.
better body. Hey, 5 steps to building your own meal plan. 5 steps to creating a ad on social media. 5 steps to building a website. Shucks. Let me see what else, man. Shucks. Quite a few things, man. 5 steps to go ahead.
Man. So Robert, you missing out on some money? I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying.
I think so, man. I have my hand on a lot of things.
My first goal, my ebook is 100 ebooks at $29.99. That's an additional $2,900 a month, just doing what I've already, putting out information I've already done, improving. Isn't that something?
Yeah. Right. It's a beautiful thing.
I mean, for you, like I said, you got. I would go with the champion. 5 steps to be a champion and bodybuilder. I mean, there's so much there that now you have the proof, you have the means. It's like, man, go after. I'm just trying to help you make some money. That's all I'm saying.
Right. I'm listening, man. I'm all ears.
But my girl, Darshana, you definitely want to connect with her. She extended her special, so we'll definitely talk about that some more. But I just want to kind of put that out there because a lot of you got so much already, and it's just a matter of putting it together. And I mean, for me, it took me, I want to say probably about 2 hours to put together this little presentation. And then it took Darshana about 2 weeks to make it look like something. And then boom, bada bing, here we are. So it's kind of one of those things, guys. Just want to throw that out there, guys. Make that money by the things you're already doing. All right, tonight's topic, very deep, intense, all that good stuff. It's going to help you on 2 levels. 1, business, 2, personal. Okay? 1, business, 2, personal. And tonight's topic is I can't help you how you want to be helped. And I want to deal with your business life and knowing who you should be helping. And in your personal life, also knowing who you should be helping and how you should be helping them. Because a lot of times we waste time on people that really don't want our help. They just want free information. And I want to teach you tonight, as I just did with your ebook, why are you giving away something that people will pay for? It might cost you, say it costs you $600 to get it done. But after that 600, you're done. And now anything that comes on above and beyond that is passive income or money that you wouldn't do. So I'm going to talk about that a little bit on tonight. Here's my mantra or my slogan or one of my things, I should say. And it goes like this. When helping you is hurting me, I can't help you. When helping you is hurting me, I can't help you. And this is important because a lot of times you're helping people that's really hurting you. They're hurting you because they're stealing your time, the one thing that they can take that they can never give back. How many people are playing with your emotions when it comes to purchasing your products or doing things that they say, oh, I'm gonna be a part, da, da, da. But in the meanwhile, they're still trying to get free information out of you. They're trying to get free stuff out of you as you're trying to help them. So I want you to start getting in an aspect and mindset of you cannot help people the way they want to be helped. And sometimes they just want to be helped for free, and that's cool if you run a nonprofit, but it's not cool if you're trying to make and take care of your family and those that are around you. Okay. Now I'm going to help you tonight get out of your own way and get to the point to where your mindset is really focused on, okay, how much is my time, my effort, and energy really worth? And who should I be giving it to? I don't know about you guys, but if I'm talking to you on this Zoom and you're giving away time to people that have not been profitable, but they keep coming and you keep giving. If that's you, just type yes in the chat. You're talking to me, because ultimately on tonight, I want you to get out of your own way, because you remember this, you cannot hold people hostage for what you allow. Somebody write that down. You cannot hold people hostage for what you allow. If you allow them to hog up your time, your effort, your energy, your emotions, and get you going and doing all that stuff, just think about how much time they're taking away from you being more productive and be able to do what needs to be done that you said you wanted to do, okay? Just want you to think about that. So I want you to get out your way. Get out your own way tonight. Get out your own way, man. Get out the way. And here's where I want to go with this. When it comes to your clients or customers, how much of your time should they really be getting? I have a time clock. I was just sharing with someone today. I have a 45-minute to 1 hour time frame for any clients. Once I get to that point, then it's time for me to adjust, move on, or do something different. And I know some of you who's guilty of spending 2 and 3 hours with people that ain't gonna do nothing but what you give them. Come on, if that's you, just type yes again. If you're guilty of giving away time to people that ain't gonna do what you're trying to do, but you just nice like that. And it's wonderful being nice, but how much of your time, are they sucking up that you could be spending with somebody that actually could be a real client? Think about this. I was at an event the other day and with someone, and we were actually doing some stuff. And so there's people that come and take your time, and you're watching all the other prospects walk by you. And the people that are hogging your time ain't trying to do nothing, ain't got nothing, don't want nothing. They just want to talk. Anybody know some people that like to talk? And so you have to be careful, allow people to take because it's funny how people want help, but they want the help based upon what they want. So in other words, it's like them coming to you saying, okay, I need your help, but let me give you a list of the things I'm not going to do. Okay, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do this, but I want your help. And the question comes now is, do you really want my help? It's like I got some bodybuilders on here tonight. I know many of you bodybuilders get people probably, and if I'm talking right, say you're talking right, because you probably get people to ask you questions like, so how do I get like you? And then you tell them, oh man, you got to watch your meal plan. Oh, you got this. And then they come back, man, that's just too much work, man. I just can't be that committed. It just ain't gonna work for me. It's like, well, you can't want what you don't have if you're not willing to put the work in to get what you say you want. That's interesting to me, because once again, it goes back to what and who is wasting your time. I am on track this year, and I am moving into it to where I'm now, get the numbers. I want to make a clean million. In other words, I get the gross, we there. I get the assets, we there. I'm talking about a cool, just profit, money, boom. So with that being said, how valuable really does my time become? Do I want to spend time with people that don't want nothing, they ain't trying to do nothing? Or people telling me how to help them? I want your help, man, but this is what I'm trying to do. It's like, well, if you already know what you're gonna do, then why are you coming to me? That's why I'm like, I don't know if some of you guys are doing this, but I have an office, which I have people come to me, because when you come to me, that means you need my help. I didn't come to you. Some of you, of course, have businesses that you don't have that kind of thing with your client. But for those of you that don't, if you do not have an office, I'm going to challenge you to get one. Make people come to you. Make it become important for them that they sit down in your office and talk to you. Okay, if you can. Now, some of you can't do that because you have service or you have other products that you're selling, so your business a little different. But even in that, I'm sure you got people that are what I call ooh shopping. They look at your stuff like, ooh, look at this, ooh, look at that, without looking to buy anything. And so unless you're online and that's not involving your time, but if you're dealing with people in store, you want to be careful, because those are the people that sometimes can take up a lot of your time. Okay, so how much time do you give clients? Those of you that have clients, or you have people you serve, or customers, how much of your time do you give each person? Go ahead and type in the chat for me. How much time do you give everybody? Are you like me? Do you have a time clock? Or you just kind of go with, oh, I'll see how it goes? What works? All right, let's see. How much time do you give them? Okay, some of you thinking about now how much time they need to be getting, huh? 1 hour, okay, 1 hour is good. So you need to get one of those little hour jars at your thing and turn it upside down, and the people are there. And that way, and keep looking at the clock. That's what I do. I'll sit there, and some of you probably have seen this, probably one of my tricks you don't know yet, but I'm trying to help you. So I'll look, kind of glance at my clock like, hey, I like you and all, but let's get to the point, or let's get to where we're going, because I want to make sure that your time and my time is valued. Okay, 1 hour is good. 45 minutes is my goal. Actually, the 45-minute thing I got from one of my multimillionaire friends. They told me, they said, Ron, don't spend more than 45 minutes with your person or whoever you're talking to, because if there is an opportunity there, you'll find out within 45 minutes. And if there is validity to it, you might not always close it at that appointment. Leave something for the next appointment. So be careful. All right. So just a thought there, just a thought. I want you to think about it. If what you're doing isn't giving you desired results, how long do you keep doing it? So in other words, if you're spending a bunch of time on people that are not potential clients, and you're missing out on the people that could be clients. Now, many of you, I don't know if you're doing this, but hopefully you're developing an email list. You're actually developing a list of people that you're drip mailing. In other words, getting to the point to where they might not be a client now, but that's fine. You want to put them on your email list so you can drip them information about you. So when something does come up, they have you in your records. So that's something important I want all you guys to start thinking about, is build your email list, because even though what you're doing might not be producing revenue, it could be future revenue, but I don't want you wasting your time on people that are just there to be time suckers. All right. We want to make sure we start cutting to the chase in our meetings with our people, our clients, and those that you're helping. Because if not, like I said, they'll hold you hostage, and they'll want to be helped the way they want to be helped. But you cannot always help people how they want to be helped and be effective. Okay. Let's go on a little bit here, guys. You have to effectively help clients, customers, whoever you're working with, get out of their own way. Now, any of you guys, and I think a few of you do, you deal with pricing issues. In other words, the client will hit you with, oh, that costs too much, or why is that so much? Or, and the sad thing is, really in most cases, it's not about price, it's just they haven't found the value. How many of you guys know that when you value something, you'll pay any price? If you value something enough, you'll pay any price. I just have a product that I've been doing, and now I'm about to double the price on that product. You know why? Because a client asked me today, oh man, that's pretty cheap. Did you say that was too cheap, or that was pretty cheap? Oh, time to raise my price. Because guys, when it becomes too easy, then now it puts you in a place to where the client as being, man, you're so cheap. That's really not a compliment. That's really not a compliment. That's really saying your prices are too low. You need to increase them to what they should, people are willing to pay. So I took one price from $199 to $399 in one of my products, only because if people value it, they'll pay the money. If you pay $199 without a problem, then you'll absolutely pay $399 without much of a hassle. All right. So I need, in fact, right here, I want you to help your clients get out of their own way by valuing what your product or service is. So all on this Zoom, whatever that product or service is, I want you to increase the price as of today. I don't care what you increase it to. Just do the popular demand. Do the way the changing economy is. Prices have gone up. Can you do that? If you can, type in your chat, yes. I'm pushing you only because, once again, you're trying to help people with making them comfortable. Oh, is $199 okay for you? No, it ain't okay for me. And so if that's the case, then you have to increase the price. You have to make it to where you have to make them reach a little bit more to become what you're trying to accomplish and bring them even greater value. And how about this? You won't know what they'll pay until you put it out there. Okay? You might have to scare a few people off first in order to get what you need to get. But in the meanwhile, making sure that you're going forward and starting to get them out of their own way. Because sometimes the way you get a client out of their own way is making them see the value that you're giving and bringing to the table. All right? So if they don't value you, then that's when they'll start skipping appointments and start doing all this stuff. And don't do that. Don't allow the people to dictate how you help them. You dictate how you're going to help them. You dictate the price. You dictate the time. You dictate all the things that now would require them to realize how important you are and what you do and how good you are too. All right. Now, how you do one thing is how you do everything. So my topic that some of you that are just jumping on is, what is my topic for the night? Oh, anyway, so my topic for the night is pretty much getting people to realize that you can't help them how they want to be helped. You got to be able to help them the way they need to be helped and according to what you're willing to do. Now, some of you work 24/7 for people. I don't do that. I don't make myself that available for people. And if you're doing that in your business, I guarantee you're doing it in your life. I guarantee that you're making yourself too accessible and too easy to get to with all your family and relationships. And that's why they just don't value any of your time and they will hog up your time because you just give it to them without any specification. I got my own mama that called me and I'll tell her, all right, your time is up. And it's a joke for us now, but she understands that I'm doing stuff. And so if I'm gonna do that for my mama, guess what? Everybody gets the same treatment. So how you do one thing is how you do everything. So how important is your time? And who are you giving it to that doesn't deserve it or haven't valued the time you're giving? Okay? I want you to just put that in your mind because right now I guarantee many of you are helping people the way they want to be helped. Here's how it looks. I need to borrow money, okay? In order to get money from me, you got to show me a plan, a business, or something to where I can see where it's going to be profitable, okay? Well, I'm not trying to do all that. Then you really don't want my help. Or, hey, can you give me so-and-so? You know what? That might be okay, but give me a budget first. Well, I got to give you a budget because if you want my help costs. So how many of you on tonight can say that you're learning, you just learned something just there? Only because, once again, you're trying to help people, but you're helping them how they want to be helped. And if what they've been doing is not working, how are you going to keep them in this? You're doing them a disservice when you allow them to maintain the same bad habits and things that got them to where they're at. Okay? And that comes with any of your clients. Your clients should respect you so to the point that when you walk in the door, that you become the person that now helps them adjust what they're already doing. You know, I tell my clients like this, and you guys can steal this, okay? I always say, do you know any part-time doctors that you got cancer that you want to get to? No. Do you know any part-time lawyers that you want to use if you were like, no. So would you ever want a part-time coach? Somebody that's doing this on GPO results? No, I want a coach that's okay. So what I'm gonna do is become your coach. Are you with me on that? Once they say yes, boom, you now take control of the situation. Absolutely. I'm giving you all of the stuff tonight. I'm giving you everything I got. Because ultimately, guys, once again, how you do one thing is how you do everything. Get to the point that you start taking control of the situation and stop giving the control away. Stop giving your power away to people that might not be worthy of your time, your energy, and your effort. All right? I know that got a little tough real quick, didn't it? Anyway, so real quick, it's been a little tight little message. I kind of want to really help you guys in the aspect of asking you working, how can you take situation and you direct them to what they need versus the other way around? Dominique, how do you do that?
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's on my end, but you were cutting out. And repeat the
You know what?
question.
Oh, I'm sorry. So when it comes to your clientele, how do you take charge to let them know what you're going to do and what you're not going to do?
Oh, that's a good one. So I've actually just had that recently. So I have my standard and I have a base of the things that I will do. And I've already put it in my mind, you know, things that I will not shift on, I will not waver on. You know, I used to do shady business, so people know me in that light. So now I have to.
Is that my internet or your internet? Because you're not Dominique.
Am I cutting in and out?
Oh, there you go. Oh,
Okay. So I have to get out of that. You know, people are used to me doing certain things. So I have to put it out there like, no, I will only do things that are legal. If it's not legal, I can't do it. And it's just I have to stand firm on that with my clients now.
that's good. That's good. So does that mean are you I think she's cutting in now. Cool.
I think your
All right, we'll
your
move on a little
service
bit.
cutting out.
All right, Rob, man, what's going on in your life, man? I know you help people big time, just in all areas. Are you finding yourself where you're helping people according to the way they helped, or are you actually dictating how the help you're giving?
You know, sometimes, man, like I really don't have a big set client list. Like, you know, I was doing personal training, you know, at one point in time. And I usually tell people up front, you know, or just day-to-day things that I might come to knowledge to somebody asking me, man, how do I do that? You know, or me telling somebody what I'm doing, and then they're asking me later, like, I'm trying to do what you're doing, man. Like, can you help me? You know, so, and it's a lot of friends, family members, and things like that, you know, so it does come to a part where a lot of people just come and asking for help, but at the end of the day, they're not gonna fall through, you know? So, like I was saying, you know, I had a fitness brand and kind of took a pause on it for now, but like I said, I really don't have a big client list, so it's just kind of day-to-day people that I run into, you know?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I tell you what, man, with them medals in your chest, man, I would be using that to my benefit. You put all that work in, man, you got to be getting some dividends from all that there work. But we'll talk too about that because I definitely know there's some opportunity there. Now, just a matter of maximizing that to make that work. So good job with that. Good job with that. All right, well, let's move a little further. Tiffany, Dr. T, what are you doing? You working or you got a moment? Uh-oh, she might be working. That's okay. That's okay. We'll move on. All right, Gloria, are you on with us? Are you on? Are you with us? Are you with us? Uh-oh, I guess everybody's skipping it out. Might be my connection on tonight, so I do apologize, guys, for the skipping in and out. We'll definitely try to
Okay,
see what
I'm
that.
here.
All right, cool. So, question to you. I mean, how do you dictate to your people how you're going to
Can you
help
hear me?
them? Yes, can I hear you? Yes, can you hear us?
I can hear you, yes. Okay.
So, how do you dictate to your clients how you can help them versus them dictating to you what help they want?
I'm still working on that with some of my clients, but that's a process for me because I'm so giving. So I have to, in some areas, have to draw back because I'm just one that I want to help you with everything, but knowing that the time that I have and the other clients that I still need the service, I can't. So I'm having to tell people now, like even to this moment where I have clients calling in who are late, trying to file their stuff. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to do an automatic extension for you because I will not be able to finish you before the due date. And so I just told Robbie today, everybody that schedules now, schedule them after the tax season because I can't get to anybody else right now. I've got to finish the files in front of me so that I can make sure that they are serviced because they were there first, and then I can get to the other people.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough.
So I don't know if I answered your question, but that I'm a work in progress with that.
All right. You know what? I tell you what I would do, and this is just me. I don't want to like fee. I will move you to the top.
What you say? You throw in an expedition fee?
Yeah, you got that expedite fee, $250. I'll expedite you. Unless that, then I have to put you to where I got to move these other clients out. Hey, I'm just saying. But then again, that's just how my mind works. Because hey, you get what you pay for. But that's just my mind. Anyway, we'll go on, Miss Gloria. I won't mess with you. T, what's going on? T, good to see you on tonight. I know you're busy running and ripping. Tonight's topic is how to how to help people, but not how they want to be helped. And when it comes to business or in life, there are times when people try to make you do things according to what they want. And sometimes that can be detrimental to you. And I'm really trying to deal with and dig in with you guys to get to a point to where you're in control of every situation when it comes to your business, your life. For you, how do you manage making sure you control time, your effort, and your energy by how much you give out to people, depending on what they're coming to you for?
Okay, can you hear me? Am I like lagging out a little bit? Oh, you can hear
I
me?
can hear.
My bad. I think it's like a delay or something, but I'm gonna keep going. Just let me know if you can't hear me. But a situation, I have two situations. I'm sorry?
Uh-oh. I can hear you now. Yes, go ahead.
Okay, you hear me now? Yeah, I have two
Oh,
situations.
I can hear you, and then you went back out.
Oh, dang. I'm about to probably, let me try to switch Wi-Fi. I'm gonna come back. Give me a
I
second.
think the internet connection is just not that good.
Yeah, it must not be the day for that. Oh.
Just keep out. Can you hear me? Oh, can you guys hear me? Am I still here?
I could hear you, Pastor.
I can hear
Yes,
you
you
now.
can hear me. Do me a favor, do me a thumbs up if you can hear me. If not, a connection might be off. I apologize, guys. All right, Deshaun, are you available? Are you there? Ooh, it's unstable. Oh no. Okay. Okay, perfect. Well, guys, I apologize. Looks like the internet is lagging on tonight. So we're gonna definitely make sure we get this back out to you guys. Hopefully we can get it connected to where it works out correctly. One of those days, a little rainy in Las Vegas. Oh, can you hear me now? Uh-oh, we got some folk falling in and out. That's okay, guys. I think it might be my internet, so I apologize. Might be my internet. All right, yes. Good. All right, you know what, Deshaun, you there? Can you hear me? You're on the phone.
I hear you.
All right, perfect. So what do you think, man? What to how in your business?
Oh, sorry. Hold on, I'm turning my Wi-Fi off right now. I don't know what's going on tonight.
Oh,
All right, you
yeah,
you
my
hear me now?
Can you hear you now? Yes.
Okay, I had to get off my Wi-Fi. I don't know what's going on, but I had two situations that I had went through where it's like you want to help out an individual who's supposedly be your client, but they want to do it their way. And I had to build that skill to like be able to be like, nah, this is how it's going to go, lay it down. Like, for example, like one of them want to like get in shape and stay on a diet to like look apart to do some type of activity, but it's like they want comfortability with it. And I have another situation where it's like a client want to know how to do content and edit videos, but they don't want to do the legwork, the looking at tutorials and everything. So I have this system set up. It's almost like the bullet journal that I have on Patreon. And it makes me feel like I'm more in control of like showing how I'm doing self-development on myself and they can apply it to them. It's kind of like what you're doing right here. And that actually helped a lot because like one of them could just like drag me down the rabbit hole with them. Before I know it, it'd be like about a month or two and I'm drifting. So yeah, I hope that answered your question.
No, that does. That's excellent. That's actually what I'm talking about. We're now, once again, getting in control of your situation when it comes to your business and your life, knowing that you have to take the reins. If you're helping someone, don't let them take you, as you just said, down a rabbit hole. Make sure that you know and you guide them exactly where you're trying to take them, but make sure they're on course to where you know you want to be. And I'm big upfront. I don't like beating around the bush. It's like, okay, let's get right into it. I ask a lot of hard questions because when you ask those hard questions, I believe you get real answers. All right. Deshaun, I think I was timing you in. Did you get in? Can you hear me? Oh, he's chiming in. All right. Sharia, you know what? I got you in. Can you hear me?
Did you call me?
Yes,
Yep, I'm sorry. I'm just asking you a question, but I'll come back to you. Let me go. Sharia, are you there?
yes, I'm here.
Oh, perfect. So have you ran into situations where people try to make you help them the way they want to be helped versus the way that you knew they needed to be helped? And if you have, how did you handle it?
Absolutely. Everyone knows I am in the nail care business where people try to get over on you all the time. There are
Wow.
measures put in place. That's what we call a consultation. For me, I don't start a service without a consultation. So what a consultation looks like is what type of service you want, from the nail shape to the nail design.
Mhm.
Now, if you are requesting something after your consultation, you get charged for that. I do nothing for free. Free was when I was in nail school. I'm not in nail school anymore. I have a license. Okay. So now you
I
have
like
to honor, you got to respect my game. You know, you have to respect my knowledge now and how you control your client in the nail care business or hair business is don't start a service without a consultation. And you could kind of model that into other businesses as well. Letting the client know the scope of work you're going to do before their pay is good so that now you both have an understanding. So when it's time to pay, there's no argument about what they were paying for. So that's how, you know, I had bad example where a lady paid for just a manicure, but she wants gel polish and she wants rhinestones and designs. Well, your manicure does not cover that. So either we're going to end this service right now, or you could pay for the upsell. And most of the time, you know, they pay for the upsell. I have never had a client cuss me out because I'm a little like Peter. I think they know I cuss them back. But I try to be kind.
Amen.
I'm just
Amen.
being funny,
Right,
y'all.
right, right.
But
Right,
with my business, I do live by the model, the customer is always right.
Okay.
Because when you honor that the customer is right, they do know that they will acknowledge if there is something to change. I don't mind the constructive criticism to change that, but it's gonna come with a fee.
Perfect. Perfect. I like that. I like. So now, how about let's flip it in life? How do you get to a place, or I know you're there, is man, that right there is so good in business. And as you do one thing, you do another thing. So in life, when you get people that come to you, and once again, say a personal type stuff, how do you take control of that situation? Now you don't help them the way they want to be helped, but the way that you know they need the help, that you have a plan on how you're going to help.
That's a good question, and I have a great example. I was
For sure.
offered to speak on a podcast. I noticed there was no vision, no direction, but I didn't want to overstep anyone. Because of that, I was made a butthole of myself. So going forward, I know now when I enter into any situation to ask probing questions, is there a budget or is this volunteer? What is my description of scope of work you want me to do? These are things you think when you join a group, you're just joining a team, but it's important that you know your role on the team so that you're staying in your own lane. So for me, when I join into anything now I make sure that I ask the proper probing questions so that I'm not disturbing the organization or the mood or the vision or, you know, whatever the scope of work is that needs to be done, that whatever I was invited in, or I see that it's just a service that I need to provide.
That's good right there. I think he had backed out of the group chat. He should be back shortly, I believe. Or am I tripping?
I don't know who can hear me.
No, I think he probably logged out for a second because his internet was messing up, going in and out.
We get to mess with
Okay.
Coach tonight. He on that Wi-Fi cricket tonight.
Tell him he got that Boost Mobile.
Right.
Yeah, I think since he's the host, I'm asking, but do y'all think that his internet is like hosting this meeting? Because this is the first time my Wi-Fi been acting up in here.
I think so, because I haven't had a problem either. I've been on Zoom all day.
Yeah, me
I think
too.
so.
Oh,
I
okay.
think so too.
How are we still in the meeting if he's the host?
Well, it was a great meeting.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Very knowledgeable.
Take us out, Deshaun.
Oh, he's back now. He's back.
Oh, there you go.
Uh-oh, guys, I'm sorry. I dropped out for a minute.
Coach, we was clowning you. We said you got that Boost Mobile. You got that cricket tonight.
Well, I'm glad y'all was, because I'd be clowning y'all too. What is going on? I've never had these kind of problems. Well, I haven't had these kind of problems in the Zoom, but man, I appreciate you guys hanging in there with me. So, all right, real quick, let's wrap this up, because I don't want to hold you up, because I don't know how long my internet can hold on. But guys, what did you learn tonight? Give me a nugget on what you learned tonight, and that'll help me, hopefully, with all the spot. One or nugget. Is she there with me? Might be in the midst. That's okay. Nugget, give me one nugget.
Your internet's going in and out again. What was the question? Are you talking to me first?
Oh,
I'm sorry.
So what one nugget did you get tonight in the midst of all the drama?
I still hear you on my end.
Oh, still hear me?
Yeah, I still hear you.
Okay, good.
Okay, I can hear you now too. One nugget to kind of just stand firm on your business and your branding. Not everybody is meant to be your client. Some people are not going to want to pay your prices, but they walk into Gucci, they walk into Louis, and they pay those prices. So have your price, stand firm on your price, and believe in your own brand, because other people won't believe in it if you don't.
Man, you know what? I think that was a wrap right there. I can drop the mic on that one. Okay.
Yeah, you summed it up with that one.
You got that right. Oh my goodness, that kind of wrapped it all up. Oh wow, crazy right there. That's good stuff. Man, T, what'd you get? Give me a good nugget, man. Good Lord, that was good though.
It was from one of the individuals, and I forgot. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't remember her name, but she said up front with her clients, she'd be like, what do you want and what service do you want provided? So it could be an understanding on both ends, and she get paid for her time. So I have mentioned that I want to take that approach, so I won't drift, or it won't be no confusion on both ends, because it kind of remind me of, I didn't watch this movie, but it's like this scene from, I think, Notebook, where the guy was like, what do you want? And it was like, it's not that simple. Like, it was kind of a delayed confusion. But that was one nugget I had got from this meeting, was how she just had a framework up front. Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. That's good.
Okay.
That's good. I think actually for all of you guys that do and have a contract, you want to get one. Get one in front. I love that. I know most of y'all have been working with. If you don't have one, I've been hammering you on making sure you define it, make sure it's what it needs to be. That way, if you do go over and above, that's wonderful, but let it be because you want to. And once again, that goes back into being controlled. You want to stay in control of the situation. All right, I want to prolong you guys, but RW, you want to ask me what you got? Anybody got some questions about their business in reference to what we're talking about tonight, or just in general that you have a question about when it comes to your business? Real quick, if that's you, go ahead and open up your chat. I want to be able to hopefully answer some of your questions before we get out of here. It can be related to a contract. It can be related to insurance. It can be related to scaling. Any questions out there? Oh, go ahead.
I'm about to come up with one. I know I have a lot. It's because it's crazy. If I get off the phone with you, it's gonna pop up. So I'm gonna wing it. I'm gonna get it started. How, like with the website?
Oh, there you go.
Oh, you hear me?
My bad. Yep.
Oh, you go ahead. I'll go after you.
So I would say, and we kind of spoke on it a little bit, but I think this would even be good to verbalize. What would you feel like is, I don't know, I feel like the terminology is, I don't know if it's doppelganger or whatever they called it, but what is your limiting factor in scaling or growing, expanding in the way that you want to, in business and in whatever areas? What's your limiting factor?
And when you say limited factor, expound on that a little bit, on how you're perceiving that to say, or how you're saying that.
So For example, me and one of my clients, he's a lender, and he just got a contract with Lennar. So Lennar is sending him a ton of business, but he just lost one of his guys who runs the loans and does all the nitty-gritty work. So now he has to take on that job. So now he's doing the job of multiple people, and he's capped on how much he could do. He's stressed out. He's running circles, you know what I'm saying? So it's his limitation is potentially the same as your limitation, people.
Yeah, and unfortunately, sometimes that does happen. The key being is, though, it should be temporary more so than permanent. And I think that in business, for all of you guys, you're gonna have times that people are gonna quit, people gonna get sick, people are gonna fall out. All those things happen, and absolutely, if you're not careful, you'll be back to being all things to all people. And trust me, I can relate. You know, I just had one of my people has some heart issues. Another guy, because of family issues, he had to quit. So and that all happened in what, a week. So I was down two employees just like that. And so I was back now to trying to make things work and manage it. But the one thing about that is I realized that it is temporary, because my whole mind is, okay, who do I need to hire? You know, and right now I'm looking at even some virtual and some natural people that will be in the office. But at the same token, those moments do happen. And if you're not careful, you can get stuck there. That's the key, not to get stuck. Always keep your mind on what you're trying to accomplish. I know for me, I have a 5 to 7 year run that I want to be actually in the office dealing with the day to day. And so with that being said, the game plan and the scaling is to put people in place. But unfortunately, those are some of the uncontrollables where you don't know how that can pan out. So with that being said, I know I told myself I got to go bigger. In other words, I've got to now get even more people to where in case 1 or 2 people do fall out, I got more people that can back them up. So right now I've changed my model a little bit to where I've increased how many employees that I actually need to have to run the company. So that's a valid reason. Because right now, even as I'm talking to you guys, there's things that because of the situation that just happened, I'm having to recoup and get caught up on. But once again, it should be something that, like this weird that happens, it shouldn't be a norm. And that's the way that you keep that going in the right direction. But like I said, in my case, I'm getting bigger, only because I now realize I actually need more people. So hopefully that answers your question in the aspect of if it happens, or maybe when it happens, then just be prepared that you need to keep looking to add and build more people. Because once again, I think the hardest thing, and even in my life, as I saw this just happen to me, is don't contract. Look to expand even more. So hopefully that answers your question, and maybe you have another comment even behind that can help us all out.
Yeah, that was definitely a good answer, man. Like what I was thinking just kind of left me. Oh yes. Oh yeah. So I've been interested in chess lately as of yesterday, right? I was watching this podcast, or not this podcast, but this video. They were talking about, you know, manhood and being calculated and chess and all that stuff. So I'm like, let me get into this chess thing, right? And it's interesting as I'm learning, right? Because all the different pieces, they have their individual ways that they can move. Some they can't capture, some can capture, and of course you want to check and make that queen. So it kind of got me thinking about, you know, definitely my own life and like ways that I'm limiting myself, you know, in ways that I may be limited, like as far as my business and different things of that nature, simply by the nature of decisions, you know. So it definitely and you know, decisions not just being like the simple stuff like, oh, you were wasting time doing this instead of doing this, but also even like, oh, maybe it is time to invest in this, and this would further you even more than investing in that, or this would further you even more than, you know, you trying to do it all on your own. So I just been, you know, kind of reflecting on my own hangups as far as me and this elevation. So I think that's good, because when you
Oh, was that him or me?
you know, your strong is your greatest weakness. But,
Oh, did you freeze or did I freeze?
No, you're good on my end.
That might,
Okay.
there we go. We back.
Oh, we back. Okay, there you go. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, just thinking of what that greatest weakness is and how I can improve upon it. Cause we even talked about like some weaknesses you don't have to change. You just hire out, you just delegate. And then some weaknesses, you got to take responsibility for, improving upon it in some way, whether it's you being the one to do it or someone else being the one to do it, but you taking responsibility for it getting done.
Yes. Very powerful because, well, we talked about this, you can't, I'm not a big fan of, trying to develop your weaknesses. I'd rather hire it out than try to figure it out. Because if I stay in my strengths, there's more power, there's more effort. Like right now, me sitting in front of people, sitting in front of you guys, this is where my strengths are. Paperwork, all that other stuff, emails, all that, let somebody else do that. And so making appointments and doing all that stuff. Those are things now that even more so we have to automate and put them in a perspective to what we're trying to accomplish and not spending time doing stuff that maybe somebody else could do for a lot less of the time that we can do it. So that's good stuff right there, man. Appreciate that. T, what you got, man? I know you said you had something there you wanted to ask. I want to see if I can hopefully answer it and then we'll get out of here.
Yeah, I got a good way to ask this question. What are some things that you personally believe and you've seen that people tend to do that sabotages their business?
That is a good
It can be
question.
2 or 3 things. Yeah.
I think the main thing that I've seen, honestly, is just consistency. Being consistent in what you're doing. And the second main thing is integrity. Being integrous to do the things that you say you're going to be doing. Actually, I live my life and I got a little thing I use, a little mantra, the 4 agreements. Is one is I don't take things personally. Number 2, I always do my best. Number 3, I don't assume. And number 4, I can't recall. But anyway, it's a 4th one there too. It'll come to me in a minute. I have not a senior moment. That's what I'm having. But anyway, it's things to work down that consistency of being able to stay the course, even when you're not seeing the results you want, but knowing that the results are coming. And I think most people won't stick to something long enough to see the benefit. Now, there's some things that you got to cut your losses in a row. I totally agree. But there's other things that, and if some people look at their life, they probably jump to more things because it's easier to do something different than is to focus on what you're doing. I actually had a conversation with Dominique before you guys came on about knowing your destination and being like that airplane. An airplane has to make many adjustments to get to where they're going. But the key is staying the course to know that they got to get to that destination. And I think in life, most people either A, don't know where they're going, or B, they start moving into so many courses that they don't really get to the end result and they don't finish what they start. So hopefully that's some of that might help you out a little bit.
Yeah, that helped me out a lot right there. Goes in the full circle, what you were saying, staying on course and you might go to the left or the right like an airplane, but you still going to the destination. Yeah.
Absolutely. Stay the course. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you being on tonight. Once again, the spotty internet. Hey, I can take it. You're right. But I don't know what happened. But anyway, we'll work it out. But guys, of course, don't go alone. I got you. I'm here to help you as much as I can. I do a list of these things. I don't do them all myself, but I have a great team. Of course, you're on the coaching call tonight, which is important. I hope you got some nuggets to really change your life. Strategy session. Some of you need to schedule it's time to schedule a checkup or a strategy session to help you get in the right direction that you're going in. I don't know where that went to. But other than that, you guys, there I am. Okay, I'm still here with you. All right, guys. Well, you guys take care. Have a great night. It's been a blessing. All right, be great. We'll see you guys on next week with some better internet. How about that? You guys take care. Bye.
Thank you.
All right, guys. You appreciate it.
Thank you, Coach. We appreciate you.
All right. You guys are awesome, man. Appreciate you hanging in with me. Take care.